The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic Volume Review. Osato is a high school student. One day, when he's walking home with school council president Suzune Inokami and vice president Kazuki Ryusen, they find themselves suddenly transported to a fantasy kingdom, so starting their isekai journey. But drumroll please, Osato is not one of the heroes that the kingdom called forth. He was just a passerby who remained entangled in the magic circle used to summon the true heroes, Suzune and Kazuki. But too bad that there's no way for Osato to go back home, so he needs to stick with his peers. However, this is not the end of Osato's adventure, but just the beginning. In fact, he tries to measure his magic power. To everyone's surprise, he shows an aptitude for healing magic. It should be a good thing, right? Well, apparently many people don't think so, and even the king. Healing magic is useful, especially while preparing for war against the Demon King and its army. But Rose, the leader of the rescue team, is a nightmare per se, when she gets wind on Osato's aptitude for healing magic. She sweeps him off his feet, literally, and forces him drunk on training more brutal than the training regime, and heroes are going drunk. Can you unwillingly summon passerbys? Do you survive? The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic is a light read, with many scenes making its readers wonder when something is happening as it's just so ridiculous, but at the same time being so extreme that it cannot help but interview the characters in the situation. Osato was a looter in his world. However, he becomes friendly with a lot of people. In a sense, finds a voice for himself. So Suzune and Kazuki to take him under her wing, although he doesn't really need it. Osato never really talked to them before, until some rain pushes them together in this situation. Yes, it all started because of some rain, but now that they are alone, they can do much but support each other. A character that really intrigued me in this volume was Rose. She is strong as shown by the fact that the king's army, the king himself, and even the demons are somewhat scared of her. However, she doesn't want to be in the battlefield anymore. We get hints of what has happened, but her story is not told yet. Her focus is now on training Osato to make him the best healer ever. If she has to beat him up for a few times, or hundreds to make sure he learns, she'll do it without hesitation. I'm curious to see her story and what will become of her. I usually go for manga of any genre, as long as there's some romance involved. But in this volume, I had no such luck, and there is no indication whether a love story will develop with Osato or another character. I guess I just have to wait to find out. The series has a lot of types, as an anime is in the works. I thought the manga to be decent, and I haven't found the same issue as our reviewer did with the light novel. However, I agree some of the characters' voices are not easily distinguishable. It's certainly easier understanding who is speaking thanks to the character illustrations, but sometimes you still have to deduce who's saying what and to whom. Like at the beginning, when Osato, Kazuki, and Suzune are still in their world, and it seems that Kazuki and Suzune are speaking with each other, but actually the conversation is directly toward Osato. I definitely think the Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic works better as a manga than as a light novel, as many of these issues encountered in the book are minimized thanks to the illustrations. Moreover, I believe it's better to read this story in manga format because many elements that made me laugh were due to the characters' expressions. Like when Rose kidnaps Osato to train him, or when Suzune and Kazuki see the training that Osato is going through, which are only visible thanks to the art. The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic has been written and illustrated by Kokoyama Reki, with the original story by Korakata, and the character design by Keg. It has been published in the English language by One Piece Books, and the translation by Christy Fernandez. 7 out of 10.